Hi friends, welcome to the website SoulPeace. This audio will deal with the question most of the people who are walking on the path of spirituality face. I face it regularly, so I thought why not I address this in the form of an audio and you can share it with anybody who is actually facing this problem. So sometimes people ask me that why are you into the spiritual path? Why don't you enjoy your life? You are not so old or you are so young now, and why are you wasting your life in this? Basically, the concept most of the people have, especially in the Asian countries, is that spirituality should be done when you're old. Well, I'll come back to this point later on, but the answer which I give them is, who said I'm not enjoying my life? They ask me, do you watch movies? I say yes. Do you do shopping? I say yes, I do shopping. Do you enjoy the movie? I say, of course I enjoy the movie. So then I said that the thing is that when I see a movie, I enjoy it. I become happy. But the happiness lasts for a very short time. It's a temporary happiness. For example, you can check it with yourself also. You want to go to a movie, you want to go to a mall, you want to do shopping, you want to go for a holiday. How many times you have done all this? Innumerable times. So why do you need to do it again and again? If it gives you happiness, why do you want to do it again and again? That means the happiness which you get from it is short-lived, is temporary. You watch a TV serial. You're very excited before it. Once you watch it, over. Maybe the happiness will last 10 minutes and after that you start feeling bored again. You again need something to enjoy, to pamper yourself, isn't it? Can you tell me that, okay, I will watch this movie, I will eat in this restaurant and that's it. After that I will be permanently happy. Can anybody claim this? No. So the intelligent approach towards life is to pursue something which gives us permanent happiness instead of a temporary happiness. And that's what I'm trying to do. Now, how does spirituality give you permanent happiness? Well, we need to first understand what is spirituality. There is a huge difference between being spiritual and being religious. Spirituality is loving the Creator, and being religious is a path towards the Creator, that is the path towards how you can love a Creator. So there is a huge difference. Spirituality is love for God, religion is path towards God. You will find many different religions in our world. Everybody is trying to preach something. True, all the religions are good. All the religions are based on the state of mind of a certain group of people. I'll explain this. If a person does not want to do hardcore spirituality, if a person wants to enjoy material life as well as enjoy the spiritual life up to a certain extent, you will find a particular religion which will help you to achieve that. Then there might be another religion which will only focus on hardcore spirituality, how to achieve union with God, how to get out of this material world, how to be permanently happy. Whereas there might be another religion which will just focus on how to get material opulences, that is, how to fulfill your materialistic wishes. So there are different types of religions based on our needs, and the people get attracted to those paths based on their state of mind. That is what they need. Okay, nothing is wrong. I will never say anything is wrong. I will always say it is a step towards growth. We should never look down upon people who are not following our path. It is okay, it is true that probably we might be knowing more than them, we might be more aware, we might be more knowledgeable, but it's not okay to condemn. Why? Because we were also in their place at some point in this life or previous birth. It's just like a ladder. We need to understand. A person may be on step 1, we may be on step 4, but there might be somebody who's on step 8. The person who is on step 8, if he or she condemns us, it will not help us. Similarly, we cannot condemn a person who is on step 1. We can only bless. So if a person is, you may say, is in deep mud, and you are standing on the other side, and you are extending your hand and you are saying, come to this side and just see the difference. Come to this side and just feel the bliss. The person who is in mud will not understand that because he has not tasted bliss. He has not tasted ecstasy. So in that case, he is not wrong. He has not tasted it, so how will he understand that? You cannot condemn that person. You can only bless. You can only motivate. You cannot exert pressure on that person. So we need to understand that. But again, what does spirituality do so that we actually start enjoying our life? Basically, we all want to enjoy our life. We all want to be happy, right? Now, in order to be happy, we should go for something which is permanent. As per our experience, materialistic things do make us happy, but it is temporary. The happiness is temporary, it's short-lived. Once it's done, you get 1,000 pounds and then you go for shopping, you eat and everything. Once the money is over, what happens? Do you think, oh, now I'm permanently happy, I don't want any more money? No, you again crave for more money to get more enjoyment. This is called sense gratification. We have our 5 senses, and those 5 senses keep calling us, please gratify us, please gratify us. We need more, we need more. And this is how we keep sinking down, 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 down. Because if you see, the whole world is just running behind this. And nobody is aware that actually we need to stop at one point and think, is it really working? Is it really what we are trying to get? But if you taste the nectar of spirituality, if you feel the ecstasy, you will understand that that is permanent. And I felt it, I tasted it. And that's why I'm trying to spread this to everybody, because materialistic life is important. We cannot deny that. We have to earn our bread and butter. We have to take care of our family. That is important. But how do we do it? We do it in a detached form, in a detached way. That is, we keep our focus on God. We keep our focus on improving our relationship with God. We keep our focus in being a part of the divine plan of God. We keep our focus in improving the vibrations of this earth. We keep our focus in helping other people. There is a very basic question which I'll ask. Okay, probably you might be in a very good situation in life. You are rich, you are beautiful, you are successful. Fine. But suppose your near and dear one is not in that state. Suppose your near and dear one is sick. Will your materialistic enjoyment help that person in any way? Suppose, let's say, your kid, your parents, or your best friend is very sick. You might be very good. You might be you're ready to spend money for that person, but no amount of medical intervention is helping that person. Many people might have faced this situation. Will your materialistic enjoyment, which you vouch for, that it is so important to enjoy materialistically, some people vouch for it, that it's very important, will that help Will that help you to improve that person's life, that person's health, that person's mental status? Will it help? No. And when that person is sad, you will become sad. You will eventually become sad. This universe is designed in such a way that you don't feel comfortable living here. Because if you start feeling comfortable living here, you will not try to get out of here. You'll try to be here, stay here, enjoy here. And that's not the purpose at all. But on the other side, if you have done spiritual practices, if you have spiritual tools, you might be able to heal that person, you might be able to bless that person, you might be able to do something to improve the health and the life of that person. So which side will you be in? Which path you want to follow? Think about it. You going to movies, you going to good restaurants is fine, absolutely fine. But how? Just do it for the sake of doing. That is, don't be a headache for your family. Your family wants to go out, you go out with your family. You do everything. But first, surrender to God. Just say, thank you for all the benefits you're giving to me. But I don't want to enjoy all this. I want to be an asset for you. I don't want to be a liability. The people don't understand that there is karma which plays a very, very important role. Now, you are not given unlimited resources. Okay? Your past karma, past good karma has given you, let's say, 100 karmic points. In that 100 karmic points, suppose 10 points are for food, 10 points are for your shelter, 10 points are for your health, 10 points are for your success. This is how it is distributed. Now once you exhaust the points, you'll have nothing. So you have to keep generating good karma. And how will you keep generating good karma? There are many ways of generating good karma. But the easiest way is by doing spirituality. See, if you have fixed deposits in your bank and you have liquidified your fixed deposits, so how long will it last if you don't earn money? Whatever is in your bank will be exhausted one day or the other. So you have to keep putting something in, right? You have to keep earning. Similarly, you have to keep earning good karma in order to sustain. This is the very basic step. Later on once you get into the spiritual field, you will understand more about it. But the people who are knowledgeable, they do not obey what their ego tells them. Our ego tells us this is absolutely okay to do some stuffs. Why? Because the 5 senses now which are polluted because of this materialistic energy called Maya, they direct us in this way. Hence it is very important for us to be in company of some spiritual people, to be associated with some spiritual group, to be associated with spiritual videos, audios, books and all, so that we actually understand how this universe functions. The main point is temporary and permanent. It's up to you what is your choice. Okay, you may say, I want to just be temporarily happy. I don't care. I don't know what happens after death. I don't know who is the creator. I don't care. Absolutely fine. But you do care when your good karma points will be over, right? You have seen people who are extremely rich, but then they become so poor that they start living on the streets. You have seen such people. Have you seen any person who is permanently happy? Even the most richest person in the world might be having some other problem. So at least we need to understand that in this universe, nobody is permanently happy. But in the scriptures they are saying there is a place called Golak Vrindavan where you can be permanently happy, where you will not have to face the 4 sufferings of life: birth, death, illness and old age. where you can always be in a state of bliss. So shouldn't we try for it? When there are so many scriptures indicating the same thing, shouldn't we try for it? And the easiest way to go to Golok Vrindavan is by doing Krishna Bhakti or Krishna devotion. And what is Krishna Bhakti and Krishna devotion? Is it a very difficult thing or a different thing? No, it's not. What does all the religious paths indicate? You have to be good. You have to help others. You have to be a set in the divine plan. What is the divine plan? To improve the vibrations of the earth so that the rapes, murders, killings, all these wars, whatever is happening here should stop. Because there are many planets with very good vibration where these things don't happen. Why can't we make our planet that way? So don't you think we need to gain more knowledge? Now we are just like a frog in the well. The frog thinks the well is the entire universe. And he thinks this is it. There's nothing beyond it. That is what people who say we should enjoy materialistic life. Because they are not aware of there is so much outside. There is so many things we need to know. And it's so dangerous if you don't know them. Which I always keep saying in my audios is, if you go to a new city, you don't know the traffic rules, you break a rule and you are fined. The traffic police will not accept that you did not know the rule. You had to know the rule. If a child puts his hand in fire, the fire will burn the child. It doesn't matter if the child doesn't know that the fire will burn him. Similarly, we have come to this universe, to this earth. We need to know the rules. It is so important for us that we learn the rules. We know what should be done and how to handle everything. Because if we don't know the rules, if we are not following the rules, it's not something to be very proud of. It's being foolish. Yeah, if you're going to give an exam, you need to know how the pattern of the paper will be, how much marks you need to get to pass. If you don't need it and just go and sit in the exam, there is a chance you may fail. It's not being very intelligent if you don't know the rules. So what is the summary of this? The summary is, we have to keep a balance, that is true. You cannot just take sannyas. That is, you just cannot say that, oh, I'm leaving everything and I'll go to the mountains and I'll sit there. No, that will not help. That will not help because your consciousness is not changing. So what will you do sitting there? You have to live in this material world, but you have to live in such a way, just like lotus. The lotus blooms in mud, but it does not let mud sit on its leaves. You have to be like the sandalwood tree. It's always covered with poisonous snakes crawling around it. But still sandalwood is so holy and pure and fragrant. So you have to be here. You have to participate in most of the things. I'm not saying all, because you need time for spirituality. So spirituality should be your first priority. That is, if someone is in need, at least you have that aura and the energy to bless someone so that the person can come out of it. If your blessings don't manifest, you are of no use. What are you doing? If you are not in use for any other person, if you are not able to help any other person, does your life have any meaning? Then you are just a liability for the universe. You are not an asset. You have to be very, very careful in understanding that this universe is not functioning randomly. There are rules and regulations. Yeah, we don't know it. That is our problem. It's not the problem of the universe. If we don't know the rules and we think, or just like a child thinks, oh, Nothing will happen if I just stay out in the rain whole day. The mother might keep saying, no, you will fall sick, you will fall sick. But the child does not know, so the child just keeps playing in the rain and then eventually falls sick. So similarly, we cannot be foolish. We should actually try to know the rules and regulations. We should actually get the knowledge of why we are here. Just tell me something. You think how does the universe function? Universe is investing resources on you. What are the resources? Universe is giving you food, shelter, sunlight, help from here and there. And you think it's free? No. It's investing on you because of returns. You have to return. You just can't say, for example, you get a job. Your employer is giving you salary, you take the salary, you spend it on shopping, eating, whatever, and you don't work for the company. What will the company do? Kick you out? Exactly, this is how the universe works too. The universe is investing resources for us. It's not free. We take it for granted. Why? Because we think we are doing everything. We think, oh, we are working, so we are getting a salary. Who gave you the opportunity to work? Who gave you the strength to work? Who gave you the food to work? Who gave life in you? Think about it. Do you think, how can you be so ungrateful? Think about it. If you think you did everything on your own, can you create a life on your own? Can you really create a life? Try creating a life on your own and tell me. We shouldn't play God. We need to understand our limitations. We need to understand if there is a building, if a building is created and the construction workers think, oh, they made the building, from where did the cement, the bricks and everything come from? It came from somewhere, right? Now, if the cement supplier thinks, oh, he's the one who made this building because he supplied cement, who gave him the cement? Who manufactured cement? Who manufactured the raw materials? You need to understand that. God has manufactured the raw materials. We are using the raw materials to build something. Similarly, it is with us also. God has given us the raw materials. And then we use the raw materials and we work and then we earn and we think, oh, we are really great. If God didn't give us the raw materials, could we have started anything? No. So, not knowing something is ignorance. We should actually get out of ignorance by learning more, by reading more. Be inquisitive. Who is asking you to just jump blindly, accept things blindly? No, I never accepted things blindly. I'm an IT professional. I don't accept things blindly. Till I don't get logical answers, I don't accept it. But yes, I research. I study. I learn from my experiences. I learn from the experiences of other people. I'm aware, I'm vigilant. So we all can be that way. And then when you see that, of course, what I'm pursuing from last so many years is just temporary. I've wasted my time. Why don't I try something which is permanent? Now, how will spirituality be permanent? First of all, again I will quote the scriptures. In Bhagavad Gita it said that if you stop your spirituality at a certain point in your next life, you will start from where you stopped in your previous life. Of course, we cannot validate anything because there may be many skeptics who will say, who has seen it? Who will validate? Okay. Can you at least tell me something? Let's see the opposite front. When we start our studies from ABCD, till PhD. When we die and when we are born again, when we are born, do we get a PhD title because in our last birth we had done a PhD? Do we get a doctorate title? No, we have to again start from ABCD. So whatever we did materialistically, we might have earned millions of pounds. But when we die, do we take even 1 pound with us? No. Can we take anything? So the biggest truth which life gives us is death. So even if you enjoy, you're going to die. Fine. Whatever you have enjoyed, you're going to die. Do you think the story just ends here? So all this running around, all this hard work, and what we achieve, death? Is this how this universe functions in such a stupid manner? Instead, if you try to follow the alternate theory of reincarnation, you will get the proofs of reincarnation. Try finding it online, Google it and see. There are so many cases where kids have, when they start speaking, they have actually showed where they were being murdered in their previous life, and they showed their dead body over there and they identify the murderer. There are so many birthmarks in their body, and they tell the exact incident what had happened, and it coincides with the birthmark. If you want to know, you will get the resources. But yes, it's your feeling that you really want to know or not, or you just want to live the life like a frog in the well. It's up to you. But yes, if you don't know something, don't confuse other people. And the people who have started on the spiritual path should try relentlessly to improve their knowledge every day, so that they are so confident that if someone comes and tells them a bullshit theory about how they should work, how they should live their life, they need to know the answers of it. You should be an asset for the universe. And in order to be an asset, you just can't keep enjoying life. Enjoy spirituality, because that is something worthwhile you are doing. By going to a casino and by dancing in parties and in discos and in pubs, what do you achieve? When a person is sick, when there are so many rapes and murders happening all over the world, you don't have enough energy even to bless that place so that the vibrations improve, then what are you doing? If somebody is sick in your family, or if somebody is depressed in your family, if you cannot help that person even for 5 minutes, then what are you doing? If someone is ready to commit suicide in your family and you are not even aware, and you are unable to at least avoid a suicide, what are you doing? Is this life worthwhile? Has this life any value? No, it is valueless life. Only if you are helping someone in need. And what kind of help? You can feed a person 1 day, 2 days, 5 days, 1 year. Will that help? How long can you feed a person? And how many people can you feed? This is again temporary. This help is temporary. If you want to help someone, help them in a permanent way. And what kind of help is permanent? By giving them the knowledge about life and death, about rebirth, about reincarnation, about spirituality, because that gets embedded in the soul, and in every birth that will help. And then that person will become an asset and help other people to become assets for the universe. And whom do you think the universe will take care of? The liabilities or the assets? If in a class, you must have noticed in a class, if a child is very good in studies, that child will be made the monitor or the leader. And the child who keeps failing, he will be just criticized and will be demoted, or will just stay in the class while all the other people progress. This is how even the universe works. If you're not working as per the vibrations, if you're not aligned with the universe, you will be left behind. It's very simple. Till your karma lasts, you will enjoy. And you won't be even aware of the problems. But once you exhaust your karmic points, you will just fall on your face. Why do we want to create such a situation? If we are smart enough, we will not let that situation come in the first place. We will be so smart that we will use our tools, we will use the knowledge, we will use our spiritual association to actually build a fence around us, to actually improve our life in such a way that we can have a stable life all along and in the next births also. It's just like building your fixed deposits so that in case you really need it, you can break it and use it. So be smart. We really need to be smart. We really need to think about it. There is so much knowledge available, but don't get confused with the knowledge. Finally, it's very simple. I know you will read so many books, you will see so many videos, so many audios, each telling do this, do that. But try to listen from a person whom you see has actually shown improvement in his or her life. You will find many people who will keep giving you knowledge and confusing you. But try to learn from a person in whom you see that stability, that strength. Remember, spiritual people are powerful people. Yes, they know what to do and they choose. They will not fight every battle. I don't say that you have to go and help every person. Whatever is okay for you, you do it, but keep doing it. I won't say that you sacrifice yourself for the need of others. No, that is all being stupid. You are valuable also. You are extremely valuable. So you have to protect yourself. You have to extend your hand to help others, but also in a way which is not exhausting all your strength and energy. You need to be smart. Basically, you need to be smart. Spiritual people are smart people. They are powerful. They are smart people. I don't want you guys to just keep helping and die. No, what will it help? How will it help? No, but yes, it doesn't mean that you sit in your home and just do spirituality and you're not contributing anything to the welfare of the universe. Contribute in your own way. There are many ways to do it. Some people like to do it behind the curtain. Some people like to come out open and do it. Do it from your soul should feel satisfied that yes, you're contributing something for the universe. And that satisfaction is what is spirituality about. That is permanent happiness. It will last for a long time. Experience it. If you eat a delicious food, it will last for half an hour after you're finished, or maybe just 10 minutes. But if you do something good for the universe, that satisfaction will last in your heart for a long time. And then you will understand the difference between temporary happiness and permanent happiness. Just experiment and see. You will know. You don't have to believe me. You just experiment it and see. Bring a smile on someone's face and see how you feel. Forget what that person is feeling. See how you feel and how long that feeling lasts. You will then understand what I'm talking about. See, for example, there might be you might have tasted street food. It might be very delicious, but every time you taste it, you get stomach upset. But what to do? You like it, you love it. So you want to enjoy it in that way, even though you don't know the risks behind it. But then later you discover that you have actually got a permanent liver disease because of it. Then what you do? You have to completely stop eating it. Then you go for some better restaurants which have good hygiene. Okay? The food may not be very tasty, but it does not upset your stomach. Slowly, you develop the taste and you start enjoying that food. So this is what is about the materialistic happiness and spiritual happiness. Materialistic things will taste very good. You'll enjoy it. Oh my God, it's extremely nice. When you come to spirituality, you may find it boring. You may not enjoy it. But yes, you see, it is benefiting you in some way. You're getting some kind of peace. But still you're not enjoying it so much. But slowly, your taste will develop. And then there will be a time when you will not really relish any other materialistic enjoyment. You will do it for the sake of doing. If your family wants to go out, you will go with them because you don't want to be a weirdo. You'll just go with them, you will laugh with them, you will cry with them, you will enjoy with them, but your focus will be on the Creator. This is detached enjoyment. You will enjoy for the sake of enjoying, not because you desire to enjoy it. It will come eventually. There are so many stages. It will come eventually. So, my humble request to all of you is, just give this a thought and try to know more about how the universe functions and experiment on spiritual enjoyment. And then just see if it gives permanent happiness to your soul or not. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.